Hey you! Have a headache? Need an aspirin? What if instead you took a tiny drop of something that gives you a headache, put it in water, diluted it 30 times over until basically nothing remained and took that instead? What if I tried to tell you that diluting it makes it stronger? Homeopathy is wrong. Wrong, wrongity wrong. Homeopathy is a member of the group of remedies given the far too flattering term alternative medicine, and to quote Tim Minchin, alternative medicine has either not been proved to work or been proved not to work, and this is no exception. It is based on the idea that like cures like, which is to say that if you were to take a tiny amount of something that causes the symptoms of a disease in healthy people, it cures similar symptoms in sick people. It further claims that water has some kind of memory, and the more you dilute a substance, the more potent it becomes. Can you see the problem here? Yes, that's right, there are freaky folks out there that actually really believe a lower dosage is more powerful than a higher one. Normally when we administer any kind of drug to a human, from aspirin to morphine, the more you give someone, the more powerful the effect. This is how dosage works. But let's just imagine for a second that it worked. One could take a drop of beer, dilute it a bunch of times in water, and get merrily drunk. Think of the money you could save, but alas, this is not the case. Now, don't get me wrong, when someone buys it and it ends up doing nothing more for their knee pain than a placebo, I'm not going to feel too bad for them. I'm happy for it to be some kind of self-administered tax on scientific ignorance, but when people push these remedies upon people with serious illnesses such as cancer or AIDS, it can lead people to avoid real, effective treatment strategies that have actually been proved to work. And by the time they realize they need to switch to proper treatment, it can often be too late, increasing their suffering and even leading them to an unpleasant, untimely death. Homeopathy in this way ranges from being a harmless, useless waste of money to something that hurts people and destroys lives. It is of course wrong, but it is more than that. It is deceitful, immoral, and greedy, and it's time for it to end.